wild homecoming in Stillwater. I'm Barry Tramel along with OSU writer Scott Wright. We're at Boone-Pickens Stadium. We're on Saturday night. The Cowboys take down 6th ranked Texas 38-35. And Scott, it was a wild one. The Cowboys go up 31-14 at halftime, then hold on for dear life.
Yeah, you know, we were talking in the press box, and I wrote earlier in the week about some of the games that Oklahoma State had where they had a big lead here on a really good Texas team and let those leads slip away. Some crucial games when they were trying to climb up the ladder of the Big 12, and Texas was one of those teams that they were trying to climb over, and they weren't able to get there because of losses like those, and it felt like we might be going down that path again. Once Texas started coming back, the offense kind of went a little bit stagnant in the second half. The defense started to falter late. But able to come together, get a big punt out of Zach Seiner that was really a crucial turning point in the game down the stretch, and then put in the winning touchdown at the end. Taylor Cornelius with a great, strong run to get into the corner of the end zone.
Yeah. Cowboys dominate that first half, run wild. 309 total yards in the first 20 minutes of the game for OSU. But after that, in the second half, offense not nearly as productive. Texas starts controlling the ball, but like you said, down the stretch, they get this done. And let's look at the offense. Cornelius had a great day, threw the ball well, ran it tough, made some good decisions. 2 4th-and-1 touchdown passes in which he just sort of checked, responding to the defense. Shows a lot of moxie for a guy on 4th-and-1 to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, and in particular, the one to Jelani Woods early in the game was a tough throw. He's rolling out, trying to go make a play, and Jelani Woods gets wide open. Great play there. Then Tyler Wallace with a really impressive catch on the other one. So 2 really big plays that were really momentum swings that could have turned this game a different way for Oklahoma State. But they were able to make the plays when they need them, and that's the thing that people have been waiting to see Taylor Cornelius do, and this offense in general, was to make plays when they needed to make plays.
The tailbacks, Chuba Hubbard and Justice Hill, each go over 50 yards in the first quarter. Now, Texas put the clamps on it the longer the game went. I think they combined for 170-something. But still, the offensive line played maybe its best game of the year. Opened holes for the running game. Pretty well protected Cornelius. So that beleaguered offensive line came a long way tonight.
They really did, especially early. They were, I think, the big key to the fast start for Oklahoma State. They were protecting. They were picking up blitzes. The run blocking was maybe some of the best that we've seen, especially against a defensive front that is maybe one of the best that they're going to play all year. So for them to come out and do what they did to get things going early, Taylor Cornelius hitting some passes, the running backs finding some yardage, that was a big key to things starting to roll, and it really started with that offensive line.
Defensively, played well in the first half. Let Texas get on a roll. 3 touchdowns in a 4-possession span there in the last 18 minutes of the game. But did get a crucial stop. Zach Seiner's punt that you mentioned pinned Texas down into its own 2, forced a punt, a short field, set up sort of the game-sealing touchdown. Did a nice job. The corners backs and the safety help did a nice job on those tall Texas receivers.
That was one of the more impressive things tonight, especially AJ Green. I thought played really well, mostly going against Colin Johnson, but some on Lil Jordan Humphrey. But those are 2 really tough matchups, no matter who's guarding those guys. 2 of the most talented receivers in the Big 12, and AJ Green in particular played really well. In general, the secondary was solid. You saw some passes get completed late, but Texas was able to get some positive things going, and that's going to happen in the Big 12 when you're throwing the ball around as much as they do. So, but overall, those guys played really well against some really talented receivers.
Star of the game, I don't think we've even mentioned Tyler Wallace.
Right.
222 yards receiving, a monster game. This guy's turning into a star.
He really is, and it's happened right before our eyes. The list of guys that have had a 200-yard game here at Oklahoma State is just name all the big receivers from the last decade and a half at Oklahoma State, and that's pretty much it. It's a really impressive list, and he joins it now as in only he's in the middle of his sophomore year, true sophomore year. So the sky is the limit for this kid. It's been really interesting to watch his growth from a guy who played in 7 or 8 games as a true freshman last year, as a backup receiver, and has really emerged as the go-to guy in that Oklahoma State wide receiver corps.
Well, now the season looks a lot different. Cowboys are 5-3. We spent a lot of time talking, can this team get bowl eligible? They can get bowl eligible next week in Waco. The Cowboys are 5-3. They play at Baylor on Saturday night. Stay tuned for further OSU football coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.